Welcome back, 5-Hour Show. Raymond here. Let's get started. Now, in the massive unboxing number 70, we had gotten a couple of parts. You know, there was a couple of spare parts, and there was a variation on the Power Master Prime, where the posts of the two of these cannons had a variation. One of them had reinforcements that were higher, the other one had lower reinforcements. So it is the variation of the Optimus Prime Power Master. But that's not all. There's more. A lot of you may have or may have not known, there is also a variation on God Bomber. Now here's the thing. This is unofficial unboxing number 71, but we're not just gonna unbox it. We're gonna open it up and we're gonna assemble two God Bombers. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. But before we do that, got all the parts ready. I want to show you how this one is broken. See that? Broken. It's missing the wheel. You know, that kind of sucks. But you would just save the parts because you never know. But here's the thing. I'm going to show you the variations. If you look closely here, there's a couple of just like dots, right? There's a couple of dots. I think this carried over into the reissue, which was the US Apex armor, whatever. But what a lot of collectors never knew, even I didn't know it, a friend of mine told me, was that the original actually had missiles. Can you see that? The missiles are right here. And so when you compare them, it is a difference. It is a variation. No missiles, missiles. No missiles, missiles. Okay? So I just wanted to let you guys know that variation of God Bomber does exist. As a matter of fact, there was a prototype of an original God Bomber, and that one was never released. It had a whole different head, different fists. It was way different than what we got. You know, but anyway, let's get into it. We've got all our pieces here. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So here is, we're going to be doing three things. But anyway, okay, so we don't need Haikyuu. All our pieces are everywhere. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. We don't need these guns. Okay, those out of there. Here we have 2 missile launchers, 2 wings, 2 fists. And then here are the parts we just recently bought. And we don't need that head, and we don't need this gun. Okay, so we've got 2 missile launchers, 2 missiles. We've got 2 correct fists. These are very important. There is a left and a right. And the easiest way to tell is the big fist hole on the top and the little fist hole on the bottom. But the one that gives it away is when you see this gap here. So you have to have the left and the right, okay? Don't fall for that mistake. There are left and rights. And then here we have another, which is, I believe, what is this? Yeah, that's a right. Okay, so I have the left and the right, and then the right. And then these are funny. So I think, and I'm 100% sure, these are reissues These are not. These are vintage. I'm sure these are vintage because these are the ones that came with my missile variation one. So we're gonna put the two vintage fists, the two original wings, and the missile variation together. Now this one is vintage. This is an original vintage, so we're gonna put that with the vintage set. As for the feet, I cannot remember which one is which, but if I had to guess, it would probably be the discolored one. It makes sense, right? If they were discolored, then it would go together. Okay, and here we are. That one, by the way, is from the vintage set. So we are going to have a modern missile for our vintage set, but that's fine. So then we have this one, the broken piece. Well, that's fine. I'm okay with that. We have these two wings, this missile, and these two feet. So now what we got to do is open up our package. Because, man, just trying to complete these toys is... it is a mission. And I didn't want to do another unboxing, but here we are. Unboxing another unboxing. But again, this is not the point of this show. Here we go. Yes. Yes. There we go. Yeah, it came with a spare piece, but I don't really need it. It is clean, but like I said, you never know when you're going to need one. So we'll put that aside. And let's get to the parts that we know we need, which is this one. And I just want to... this person packed them up real nice. Real nice. And so here we go. Oh, okay, I see. So it is the correct one. It's just the dude put the sticker on the wrong side. So, but it is the correct piece. So it's not the wrong piece. It is the correct piece. So, and it is a newer piece. So you can tell. And then up next is this piece, which is the chest of the God Bomber. And obviously this is a reissue part. Let's compare it to the vintage part. And I'm sure there's not much difference in it. But you never know, right? So if you see something, let me know. But I am not catching anything. But you never know. Oh, there we go. There's the difference. It's not much of a difference, but it is. The original has an A-1, but the reissue has a B-1 and then an inverted number 2 stamped into it. So there is your variation. The vintage original and the reissue. So original vintage is A1, reissue is a B1 with an inverted number 2. Okay? So we know now. Okay, and then we're going to get to this piece right here. There we go. So it is unbroken. And it is, I'm guessing this was an original as well. I'm sorry, a vintage, a reissue. Apologies. I feel that this was a reissue. But you see the worn chrome on the inside for this side? This one? So that's not that it's strange. I'm sure it's common. But it's funny because for a reissue, which was about, I'm going to say roughly 20 years ago, the reissue, in Japan, the chrome does kind of speckle quite a bit. Look at that. So there we go. So anyway, so the whole thing was that I wanted to build this toy finally. So here we go. Let's build them up. And we're going to do his feet. Okay. So we got his feet. Let's connect. This is what's known as a parts former. There we go. Okay. There we go. We'll just put that back. Okay. And then, of course, we put our wings on. God Bomber has to have his wings. These are so difficult to obtain, guys, especially here in Japan. I got lucky, but yeah, they're very difficult to obtain. And of course, we've got to put our fist in. I like to put him in he's reaching out to do something mode. Okay, and of course, his feet. Shoot, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah. So obviously the legs have to go like that. Okay, there we go. Let's cut open his little. This is a reissue gun, and of course he gets one of. Sorry, I don't know why this is taking so long. Okay, here we go. There we go. Nice. Does it shoot? Yeah, it shoots. Shoots right even, you know. That looks pretty good. Okay, so there we go. And of course you could put him. There is our God Bomber, guys. He is the reissue version, this one. Okay, so it looks pretty good, but now let's put our vintage one together and see how that one looks. So we're doing the same thing. Let's open up our feet here. Let's put our piece here. There we go. Okay. Let's put his feet in. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Okay, yeah. So that's one of the things about the vintage one is it's really, really loose. The circle here has been worn down. It stands okay, but it is worn out. And then, of course, our vintage wings for the. I'll just do that at the end. And then we have to put our hands in. Yeah, it's. Wow, it is loose. I'm gonna have to figure out how to. Well, I'm gonna use like a glue or something to give it a little bit of friction. And then, of course, let's test our missile out on our vintage launcher. Does it work? No. We're gonna have to get into the launcher and yeah, it's very. It works. It's okay. So there we go. Reissue missile for a vintage God Bomber. And then let's put his feet in. And then we're going to just leave him standing. Because he falls down. Okay, so now let me just adjust the camera, guys. Give me a second. All right, and there we go. And all we have left now is this spare broken one that I'm not going to throw. Just Not gonna throw it away. Just gonna save this and a spare reissue foot. I could sell these parts, but you never know. So the reissue is cool, of course, because brand new, whatever. But the vintage has that what's the word I'm looking for? That vintage feel to it. So it is cool. It is really cool to see them both. One is way worn out more than the other. Of course, the other one looks nice because it's newer plastic, but they look awesome. And one of the things I'm going to be looking forward to doing is restoring the chrome, and I do want to print out new stickers for it. And with that, I say thank you very much for coming. Thank you for watching. God bless you in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will gladly see you guys on the next episode of 5 Hour Show. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Bye.